Associate Professor Mark Ryan. I'm the lead researcher on a Catapult-funded research project titled No Point in Stopping that examines blockchain for the publishing industry. The project is a first for the publishing industry, so most experiments in blockchain for publishing have revolved around author-centric models. This project is the first to examine publisher-centric models in terms of digital rights management and royalty distribution. This project has a number of different levels. So blockchain as a digital ledger system enables a number of tracking and management of payments, assets, and data. Our project was an attempt to create new IP from existing IP for the publisher. So we developed a digital edition of an existing book comprised of a range of paratexts of drafts, notes from publishers, editors to the writers, and really revealed that editing process for the book, and they were published as a range of paratexts. The second level, on top of creating a new product from existing IP, was to create a digital management system that pays royalties to everybody involved in the publishing process, including the author, the editor, and the illustrator. Normally, editors and illustrators would get a fee for service. In this model, everybody involved in the process gets royalties for all sales made. The third level is the digital ledger system tracks all physical sales of books as well as all digital sales of books, and all royalties are distributed accordingly to the creators for those various kind of paratexts that are part of the digital edition.
TinyOwl actually does a few projects, and out of those projects we chose a small novella by a guy called Samuel Maguire, and the book is No Point in Stopping. It probably had the most potential to work with Sam and the people behind the book to help explore the possibilities of what we could actually do with blockchain and with QUT. What blockchain meant was that we could actually go back to the author, the editor, and the behind-the-scenes team, say to them, I think we've got new ways of actually commercialising what you guys actually do, and bringing that and using the blockchain to help keep track of that and to try and track new ways of royalties, which means that editors could actually have a different income stream. Writers could actually have a different income stream, and publishers can have a different income stream, and we can all actually keep track of that. In any development of a book, there's a whole lot of intellectual property and a whole lot of stuff that actually happens behind the scenes. So in working with Mark and others, it became clear that we could actually bring all that stuff forward and generate new potential royalty earning income for both writers and for small publishers in an industry where it's getting more and more difficult for creatives to actually earn a living. One of the things that I was really excited about working with QUT on was that just in talking to Mark, he actually just got it straight away, so Mark Ryan. He just got the complexity of the project straight away. There was a smart contracts component that I was actually really interested in, and to see how the ledger technology could actually support royalties, and also how it would challenge there's an ISBN system that all books actually have, and on what kind of challenges that blockchain would actually throw out to not just to small publishers but the industry as a whole.
Well, the challenge was selecting first the best platform, because there's different blockchain platforms out there for this particular project. So we found one that was open source, so it was free to use. Another challenge was developing what's known as a smart contract, which is the code that takes care of distribution of royalties. Once that sale is written to the blockchain, it can't be changed. And as it's written, it's distributed to all of the people who have an interest in that book. So the author, the publisher, the illustrator, the editor, all get their own royalty cut, if you like, from the sale. And all that is handled within the blockchain itself. So as you can see here, we have a web page associated with the blockchain where you can query what has been written to the blockchain, which transactions belong to which ledger, and so on. So there's a drop-down that shows the author, the publisher, the editor, the illustrator, plus whether it's a bundle of edits, the report, the illustrations, hard copies. Each one of those people and objects has their own ledger on the blockchain. You choose the one you want to see from the drop-down, and it will show you all of the transactions that have occurred for that person. So in other words, the whole history of the ledger with the current balances, number of sales, the distribution of funds and that sort of thing. The web page is hosted somewhere overseas. It's talking to a server here at QUT. On this screen, on the Mac screen, we can see the log of the blockchain platform live. So when a query is done from the website, it connects to the blockchain server here, and this log is showing the interaction.
There's lots of experiments in blockchain, and blockchain is a buzzword at the moment. But for the publishing sector, most people who are experimenting with new ways that blockchain can work for the publishing sector have focused on digital rights management for authors. So looking at how authors can self-publish and earn royalties by cutting out the publisher. Our project looks at how the publisher can use blockchain to create new royalty streams and new value for their companies. And so that's a world first. And we look at it from a different lens and create a unique digital rights management system for publishers. Working with blockchain at the moment is still a very technical endeavor. So it's a complex process. And so it requires a number of skills to be able to pull it together. And that includes information technology, information systems experts with coding knowledge, but also we required a lot of legal expertise to be able to ensure what we were proposing was feasible from a legal standpoint. And also we required creative industries involvement to ensure that the creative aspects of production and the development of a book was all understood and part of the process.